So all of you join quickly so that you will be instructed. Hello, am I audible to you? Yeah, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, kinematics of fluid flow we will deal with today. Kinematics means the motion of fluid particle. See, by this time you must be knowing the units of various parameters you had earlier learned in intermediate or 10th classes. So there are so many parameters we will deal in kinematics also. Kinematics is the branch of science which deals with motion of a fluid particle. And dynamics, it is another topic where forces are considered. Whereas in kinematics, the forces causing the motion will not be considered. So it is a branch of science which will deal with the motion of fluid particle. That is kinematics. The velocity at any point in a fluid field at any time is studied in this branch of fluid mechanics. Once the velocity is known, the other parameters, pressure distribution and the forces causing the fluid motion can be determined. There are two methods of describing fluid motion. One is Lagrangian method and another is Eulerian method. I'll share with a photograph. See the methods of describing fluid motion. This has been asked in the examinations many times. One is Lagrangian method and another is Eulerian method. We use Eulerian method and it is a famous method. And Lagrangian method, it considers a single fluid particle for study, whereas Eulerian method, it considers the fluid characteristics at a point in the flow field. So the Eulerian method is the commonly used method in fluid mechanics. So there are two methods, I repeat, for describing fluid motion. One is Lagrangian method and another is Eulerian method. Eulerian method is the commonly method which can be used in fluid mechanics. So this is an important question asked in the examination. And there are types of fluid flow and several types of fluid flow are there. And this is also a very important question in the examinations. The fluid flow is given in the photograph. You see steady and unsteady flow, uniform and non-uniform flow, laminar and turbulent flow, compressible and incompressible flow, rotational, irrotational flow, one-dimensional, two-dimensional, three-dimensional fluid flow. And this is also a very important question, and you need to go through all these things. Types of fluid flow, steady and unsteady flow, and we will discuss what do these methods, what do these fluid flows mean. Steady and unsteady fluid flow. Steady fluid flow, it is defined as that type of flow in which the fluid characteristics at a point do not change with respect to time. What are the fluid characteristics? The velocity, pressure, density, viscosity, etc. So I said by this time you must be knowing the properties of several fluids and their units, and thoroughness is required, and you are expected to have good knowledge of units of several parameters. And steady fluid flow is defined as the type of fluid flow in which the fluid characteristics like velocity, pressure, density, etc. at a point do not change with respect to time. With respect to time, the characteristics do not change. That is what steady fluid flow means. Steady. Unsteady means the characteristics do change with respect to time. And you should be mathematically smart by this time. See, if a certain parameter does not change with respect to time, for example, velocity, how will you represent in mathematical form? If the velocity of a fluid does not change with respect to time, and that means velocity is constant with respect to time. In a more mathematical differential method, how will you represent this sentence? I repeat, if the velocity with respect to time does not change with respect to time, and if it is constant with respect to time, how will you represent in differential form? I am asking. Or pressure with respect to time does not change with respect to time, or pressure with respect to time is maintained constant, or density with respect to time is maintained constant. How will you represent this in mathematical manner? See, either diploma people or non-diploma people have to answer. A steady fluid flow means the characteristics are maintained constant with respect to time. See, for example, velocity, viscosity, density, pressure. Velocity is represented by V, pressure is represented by Pp, density is represented by rho, and viscosity is represented by mu. For example, see, mathematical knowledge is required for every description we follow. See, the mathematical description has been given in this slide. See, I asked you, how do you represent velocity? Suppose if it is maintained constant with respect to time, that is represented by dou t of v is equal to 0, is equal to 0 at a certain point x0, y0, z0, at a certain point in three-dimensional say plane. And pressure, if it is maintained constant with respect to time at a certain point, say x0, y0, z0, then it is represented by dou t of p equal to 0. Similarly, density, dou t of rho at a certain point x0, y0, z0 equal to 0. And these are the very generalized equations. What is why a partial derivative is representation is made with the partial derivative? Any one of you tell me. Here, mere going through an equation or mere going through some equations is not correct. It should be understood, and then only we should go through these equations. So I'm asking you why we are representing these parameters, say fluid characteristics, velocity, density, pressure, say for steady flow. I'm saying these fluid characteristics, if they do not change with respect to time, then the fluid flow field is said to be steady. Steady. Steady means the characteristics do not change with respect to time. Then the fluid flow field is said to be steady. Then the representation with the mathematical equations is like this. Dou v by dou t is equal to 0. Dou p by dou t equal to 0. Dou rho by dou t is equal to 0 at a certain point x0, y0, z0. And this is represented with partial derivatives. I'm asking you, what is the importance of partial derivative here? Why an exact differential is not used here? Okay, I will not answer this question because these are the fundamental mathematical questions which I am putting before you, and these should be answered by you. Keep these questions in mind, and I will ask again, and then you answer these. So this is how a steady flow is represented. And contrary to steady flow, unsteady flow is defined in a reverse manner. So unsteady flow is represented by dou v by dou t is not equal to 0, dou rho by dou t is not equal to 0, dou p by dou t not equal to 0, dou mu by dou t not 0, like that, and so on. So that means, see here, representation of a certain flow field with respect to with the equations is very easier than writing sentences. See, either you can write sentences or equations, or sometimes both. So it is very easier, I'm telling, I repeat, to represent any fluid flow field with respect with the equations. So unsteady flow field is that type of fluid flow in which the fluid characteristics at a certain point changes with respect to time. Changes. If it changes, that means velocity, density, pressure is not maintained constant with respect to time. Therefore, mathematically, this varies with respect to time. Therefore, dou v by dou t not zero with respect to time at a certain point. Dou p by dou t not zero, like that. If it changes with respect to time, not zero. If it does not change with respect to time, zero. That's all. Mathematically, we represent like that. So these equations are a substandard equations, not our standard equations. What I mean by substandard, these were learned in 10th class level and still below level, I think. So this is how steady and unsteady fluid flow field is defined. All these flow fields or flow types are very important in the examination point of view. You may be asked, not all these flow fields, if these are asked as a bit in conventional type or as a simple 2 marks question, you may be asked one type of flow field. Then you have to answer, explain this type of flow field either with equations or sentences, or sometimes if you are thorough with both, you can represent by both. And you will be awarded marks, given marks, if you represent either with equations or sentences. But I prefer writing equations, mathematical equations, because you are all you are all in engineering field. For engineers, this mathematics is a smooth subject, an easier subject than than anybody else. Because a mathematical student, normally engineering students, they are thorough with mathematics. Therefore, you prefer mathematical equations, then go for sentences. It will be easier. So steady and unsteady flow field is explained. Then uniform and non-uniform flow field. So uniform and non-uniform flow field means the flow field, for example, is say velocity. Velocity is the characteristic, pressure is the characteristic, density is the characteristics. So suppose the velocity at any point does not change with respect to space coordinate. Say with respect to x coordinate, y coordinate, or z coordinate. If the velocity does not change, then we write dou v by dou x or dou v by dou s in general is equal to 0 at any particular time. At any time, suppose at a certain time, constant time, suppose dou v by dou s is equal to 0, then we call that as uniform flow field. Or dou p by dou t at a certain time, t equal to constant is equal to 0, or dou rho by dou s is equal to 0. If the flow field or flow characteristics do not change with respect to say position, that means with respect to x coordinate, y coordinate, or z coordinate, in if it is a three-dimensional flow field, in general we write s, small s, to represent all the coordinates x, y, z respectively, and we write dou v by dou s equal to 0. Then it is uniform flow field. And contrary to this, a non-uniform flow field is represented by dou v by dou s not 0 if, at a certain time, constant time. So that is non-uniform flow field. So uniform flow field, non-uniform flow field. What are these? If the fluid characteristics do not change with respect to position. Position means from one point to other point. Then if they are maintained constant, velocity is maintained constant from one point to other point, then the flow field is said to be a uniform flow field, uniform flow. If suppose density or pressure do not change from one point to other point, then it is said to be uniform flow field. If it changes from one point to other flow field, then it is said to be non-uniform flow field. So uniform and non-uniform flow field is that field, is that flow field where the fluid characteristics uh, uh, change with respect to position or not change with respect to position. If it changes with respect to position, it is non-uniform flow field. And if the fluid characteristics do not change with respect to position, then it is uniform flow field. So these mathematical equations are to be understood by you, and it is a smooth subject. Mathematical subjects, these subjects are 90% deal with the mathematics and 10% deal with subject. So now I asked you why partial derivatives are used instead of exact differentials. You answered this point. One of you answer this point. Okay, you are. I think you are not mathematically smart. You should be mathematically active. You should be mathematically thorough, or better than anybody else. So these two flow fields, one is steady and unsteady flow field, and another is uniform and non-uniform flow field. And uh, these are very important in the examination point of view, as well as these are very first principles of fluid flow in fluid mechanics. What do you mean by steady flow? You are, if you don't respond to any of these questions, we should think otherwise. There should be two-way communication. It should not be one. It should not be one-way communication. If I go on covering all the points without testing anything from your side, it is meaningless. What do you mean by steady flow field? Steady fluid flow. A steady flow field or steady fluid flow, steady. What parameter comes into picture? Steady. If the term steady comes, what parameter should be recalled? Students, you should be very smart at this level, because you are in second year, and just you have just learned mathematics, and in first year, two subjects. Once one or two subjects in second year also. Okay, what do you mean by steady flow? Respond in a with an answer which may be correct or not correct. But there should be response from your side. Okay, in the next class, you prepare the list of several parameters, units of their parameters, and send me uh, the parameters and their units. Say velocity, acceleration, mass, weight, length, time, and so on and so on. So many parameters are there. By this time, you had learned these parameters in the previous classes from 6th to 10th and in intermediate physics and so many subjects dealt with these. Okay, what do you mean by steady flow field? See, you utilize the online classes at your level best because you will be at home and you will be in a comfortable manner than in class because nobody will disturb you and there will not be any nuisance like in the class in general. But I'm not particularly telling. In general, there may be nuisance in classes. The people may disturb you for pen and pencils, some other stationery if they don't bring. But at home, this type of nuisance may not be there. Therefore, you should concentrate on online classes attentively than what you are in classroom. And but it should be a two-way communication. We in the classroom also deal with these subjects in a two-way manner. The same should be continued in online classes also. Then only this online class will give good result. Will motivate others also. Is there number 15 from lateral entry? No. No. Is there number 15 from regular people? Okay, your attention is highly mooted and highly mattered, and but okay, it is still it is not that much bad, but you should attentively listen, and your attention is scaled here by your responses. Okay, I'm asking you steady flow field. Whether you know or don't know, tell me. What do you mean by steady flow field? Steady flow.
Velocity and pressure does not change with respect to time, sir.
That's all. The velocity of flow field with respect to time. Okay, but you are correct. Does not change with respect to time. So that is called steady flow field. What do you mean by unsteady? Okay, tell me in mathematical manner. And it should be easier than what you now told in a lengthy sentence. Mathematically, how will you represent steady flow field? And your answer is unique. You need not reproduce the equations given in the textbook. You need not reproduce, I repeat.
Constant rate of flow.
Right? Okay, tell me. You need not fear while telling your answer. What you are telling is correct. In mathematical manner, how will you represent the steady flow?
Constant rate of flow, sir.
Okay, a constant rate of flow. Very good, very good. See, I did not tell constant rate. The rate word is not is not told by me, but you are telling the answer. Very good. Rate. The rate of, for example, a parameter is maintained constant. Okay, you said constant rate of velocity, rate. The time is also discussed with the word rate. See, the velocity, the rate at which velocity is changing is maintained constant. If it is constant rate of velocity, so that means dou v by dou t is 0. Dou v by dou t is 0. Okay, so that rate is represented by dou v by dou t is equal to 0, and dou p by dou t 0, dou rho by dou t 0. Very good. See, that is what I am telling you. See, that is I think that is not there in the textbook, but you told. Suppose a parameter with respect to time, whether it changes or not changes, then it is called the rate equation, v dot. If suppose v dot equal to 0, then it is steady. If v dot 0, then it is steady. Rho dot 0, that is what you told me, rate. Velocity rate, if it is maintained constant, v dot 0. That is what I told you in the textbook, or what I am sharing with you in that slide. That rate equation is not given, but you told that in that way. What I am telling you is the equations or the answers you are going to give in the examinations need not be the same as those in the textbook, because you are a learned person. You are mathematically thorough by this time. Therefore, the equations may be changed, may be altered in the examinations either, and maybe need not be reproduced, may be changed, and alternately you can write v dot 0, rho dot 0, p dot 0. That is what you told, rate. So very good. And similarly, uniform and non-uniform flow field he discussed. So if a fluid parameter is maintained constant with respect to position, then say dou v by dou s 0, dou v by dou s 0, then it is uniform flow field, and dou v by dou s 0 is uniform, and dou v by dou s not 0 is non-uniform. So these are very important, and we then enter into laminar and turbulent flows. So this is now these flow fields are also learned in intermediate level. Laminar flow field is nothing but, for example, a streamlined flow. A streamlined flow, that means a flow field in a systematic manner. Say layer over layer. Suppose if you consider, for example, a pipe flow, that means a flow is there in a pipeline. Then you can imagine this flow like a tube, a flow field in a tubular manner. And for example, in a square channel, suppose a fluid is flowing in a square channel, like a flow field in a duct of an air conditioner. And this can be imagined to be, the flow can be imagined to be layer over layer. Imagine the channel flow to be like this: one plate over the other plate, one plate over the other plate. Like that, these plates form as a channel, a rectangular channel or square channel, like what we see in an air conditioner. And in liquid flow, for example, there may be circular ducts. Then that flow field may be in circular manner. So now a laminar flow field is defined as that flow field in which the fluid particles move along a well-defined streamlines, and all the streamlines are straight in manner and parallel in manner. So that is see by figures you can explain. For example, if you draw straight lines one over the other and to certain length, say 2 centimeter length. In 2 centimeter length, for example, if you draw 10 lines, one over the other and one parallel to other and straight and represent with a pencil, for example. And you write laminar flow underneath your figure that can be imagined to be laminar flow. All these sentences that what I told you, that means laminar flow is defined as that type of flow field in which the fluid particles move along well-defined streamlines, and these lines are straight and parallel. These can be obviated. These can be made unnecessary if you can draw a figure. That means drawing a straight line and several straight lines parallel to one over the other, and say 10 straight lines closer to each other and in a 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter width in examination either, and right at the bottom of your figure as laminar flow. That is sufficient. So laminar flow is imagined to be a flow field where straight line paths are there, one over the other, and these lines are closer to each other. Then the flow field can be imagined to be laminar, and it can be mathematically scaled. It can be mathematically measured, and in a example, in a tube, in a pipeline, because it is circular in cross section, it will have diameter, and the fluid will have certain velocity, and the fluid characteristics, density will be there, viscosity will be there. Why I asked you to represent several parameters and their units is because we will deal with all those parameters in coming topics. Therefore, if you are thorough with these parameters and their units, at least their dimensions in the form of MLT or ML, capital T and small t, where capital T is meant for time and small t is meant for temperature sometimes. But of course, in this fluid mechanics, at least it will the temperature will not come. When it comes to thermal subjects, temperature may come. For example, thermal conductivity. Of course, in fluid mechanics, rarely it will come. Okay, that is different. So, okay, in a pipeline flow field, there will be a diameter of pipe, the velocity of mean velocity of flow, and dynamic viscosity mu, and density of fluid. And at this point, I will ask you, what is the density of density of water? Can you recollect? You are doubting while answering, but you know it. The density of water is equal to how much? One respond.
990 kg per.
Very good, very good. So it is generally taken as 1000 instead of 990, but scientific figures 990, but 1000 kg. It is to us. You are correct. It is approximately 1000 kg per meter cube. It is generally taken, but in scientific calculations, we take 990 or 995 kg per meter cube, but generally it is taken as 1000 kg per meter cube. Now, there is a scale with which laminar flow can be measured mathematically. So, a number called Reynolds number, which is defined as density rho multiplied by mean velocity of flow V multiplied by diameter of the pipe divided by dynamic viscosity of fluid mu, not mu. And this is one way of measuring Reynolds number, RE. It is abbreviated capital R subscript E. It is called Reynolds number, which is measured by rho VD by mu. Rho multiplied by V multiplied by D divided by mu. And this mu is dynamic viscosity, and alternately this can be represented in another way as Re equal to Vd by mu also. Mu is kinematic viscosity, where kinematic viscosity mu equal to mu by rho. And these will be learned in coming classes conveniently. So rho Vd by mu or Vd by mu is Reynolds number. The Reynolds number of a flow field, for example, if it is less than 2000, if it is suppose the mean velocity is given, the diameter of flowing is given, and dynamic viscosity of flow is given, then rho Vd by mu can be calculated. And if it is, for example, if it is worked out to be less than 2000, then we can say that the flow field is laminar. And if it is, for example, greater than 4000, then it is said to be turbulent. And what do you mean by turbulent flow? A turbulent flow is not systematic. It is the flow field where the fluid particles move in a zigzag manner, like unlike a laminar flow where the fluid particles move in a systematic manner, streamlined manner, one over the other, one layer over the other, like that. Whereas in turbulent flow, the case is different. The fluid particles, they mix within themselves in a zigzag manner, they flow while they are moving from one point to other point. That is what turbulent flow. So mathematically, it is calculated by Reynolds number. If Reynolds number Re is greater than 4000, then we say that the flow field is turbulent flow. And if Reynolds number is less than 2000, it is laminar flow. And if suppose the Reynolds number is between 2000 and 4000, then the flow field is said to be transient. That means in transition, and that means it is changing from laminar to turbulent flow. So there may be a transition with length up to certain length. It may be laminar, and after that it may be transition, and after that it may be turbulent. We can learn all these things in the coming classes in a systematic manner. Now, here the laminar and turbulent flow fields are discussed with respect to a mathematical way by Reynolds number, and in a theoretical manner, like with the streamline, using streamline. So, if it is systematic or in a streamlined manner, then it is called laminar. If it is not in a systematic manner or not in a streamlined manner, if it is in zigzag manner, then it is called turbulent. So you can obviate all these terminology, or you can make these terminology unnecessary by using a mathematical manner. Reynolds number, that is Reynolds number. If Re less than 2000, then the flow field is laminar, and this is applied to a pipeline only. Pipeline only. If the flow is taking place over a plate, then it is different, and Reynolds number value will be different. It is 5 lakhs, 5 multiplied by 10 power 5. If it is over a plate, the flow is over a horizontal plate. Then if Reynolds number is less than 5 lakhs, then it is said to be laminar flow. And if the Reynolds number is greater than 7 multiplied by 10 power 7, then it is turbulent. Of course, it is not required at this level. We can restrict ourselves to pipe flow only up to a certain point or a certain topic. Later we will deal with channel flow when point comes or that type of topic comes. Okay. Now I will impose some questions or put some questions on you. What do you mean by laminar flow? Tell me in mathematical manner first. Laminar flow. Laminar flow means, okay, either in sentence or in mathematical manner, you tell me what do you mean by laminar? It should be communication should be a two-way one, not one-way one. If I, for example, if I ignore communication from your side, I may complete double points which I covered till now. But that is not good. That is not good at any time. But it takes time. It takes time to have a two-way communication like this. What do you mean by laminar flow? All these are very first principles, fundamentals. The laminar flow is defined with Reynolds number. Reynolds number, how does Reynolds number in a pipe flow explain laminar flow? Tell me the number. A number is there which will explain laminar flow. Similarly, another number is there which will explain turbulent. There is a point in the slide also. But see, you listen simultaneously and look into the slide, the points which I am telling, and then you put the points in a note, on a note, and mathematically you write. What do you mean by laminar flow? Number 24 in diploma. Okay, why I'm asking diploma people? Because having some exposure of engineering in diploma level, you may of course feel easier than regular people. A little bit easier, not that much easier. But I don't mean that regular people will not tell. They will tell, provided they attentively listen to the class. We are all regular people. We don't come from diploma. We are all from regular people, regular stream. Okay, I will stop here but there should be a two-way communication. This type of response from your side is highly appreciated, highly valued, and therefore make yourself uh, thorough with mathematics and listen attentively, and don't waste your time by not listening to the instructions, because more comfort will be there at your home than anybody else, than what you feel in the class, I repeat. Therefore, this is the time where you can utilize the classes to the utmost level possible. Okay, thank you.